Somebody wanted me to discuss the no jumper drama. That's been a case. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with what's going on, but essentially, like, Adam had to fire somebody lush on no jumper, like on stream, like on one of their podcasts, because he was like giving up
a wild thing.
too much info about like how much people were getting paid, stuff like that, confidential information. Now, if y'all remember, I almost went on and did a podcast with Flacco on no jumper, but like, I don't know, I felt like the podcasts have gotten away from information, or like, I thought it's not Adam's fault. Flacco wanted me to do like a hip hop podcast with him, but like, it was getting away from the stuff that I knew. It was getting to like the LA culture stuff, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't really my thing. But then AD is leaving, and Trell, and like some other people, so I don't know what's going on over there, but right now it's kind of in shambles. I think they'll be good, like no matter what. People like Adam, but now there's like a blog post going viral of him like talking about how he smashed like a 16-year-old or something that he wrote himself on his website at the age of 23. Now, I don't know if it's true, but it's getting a little bit dicey over there. But then again, it was like 20 years ago. I'm not trying to justify it whatsoever, but like, I don't know. I was like 6 or something. So like maybe times were different. The age of consent and like just the culture around that. It's definitely still odd. But with House Phone, like, I didn't like the House Phone situation where he exposed House Phone for messing around with the transsexual. So, yeah, I didn't like that at all, because why would you interview the person that you knew was going to expose your boy that's been with you forever? Like, I think House Phone's been pretty loyal to No Jumper. Like, why expose him like that just for some clicks, you know? Bro said times were different. I mean, were they not? Like, back in the day, like, you could say all the slurs and stuff and nobody really cared. But nowadays, people are digging up stuff, being like, you said this. And but it's like the world wasn't as sensitive. But with that being said, the age discrepancy, still weird. I personally would not condone it. I'm just saying legally, I don't know the ramifications. I'm not trying to justify anything. Like, don't put that on me whatsoever. I literally said I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just trying to see both sides. Like, I just think a lot of times people will jump on a bandwagon because it's like, it's cool to hate on a famous person. Like, for some reason, everybody's loving this downfall by Adam or No Jumper. I'm not necessarily biased whatsoever. I think he's done some slimy things. I think he's done some good things. But with that situation solely, like the 16-year-old girl, like, I'm not messing with that. But at the same time, I don't know if the facts are true. Like, so much information nowadays is falsified too. Like, you see the stuff with Lil Mosey with the allegations, and it basically ruined his entire career off something that wasn't even that was not proven. So I don't know. I just don't want to be the person. Like, I'm not a part of cancel culture is what I'm trying to say, but I don't condone any of that if it is true, if that makes sense. On top of that, he hasn't been in the profession in the past few years. The House Phone situation, following Lush on camera, snaking AD sucks. I mean, see, here's the thing though. If you go to like Community, which is AD's new podcast, I think he started another one, but like, he already hit 100K. Like, he's chilling. He built up his platform while on No Jumper. So AD came out on top. I think again, No Jumper will be chilling just because it's like a big platform. They've got systems in place. I've seen the whole operation with the merch and like how people cutting up clips literally all day. They have podcasts scheduled and lined up. Like it's a whole operation, a whole corporation, plenty of employees. But so Adam will be chilling no matter what, even if he gets canceled. And this isn't the first time he has been canceled. So you know, I don't think he even needs sponsorships. They get hella ad revenue. But AD, again, got the clout from No Jumper, built up hundreds of thousands of followers, started another podcast. Now he's raking in the dough. The dough. Wade, as in like WAD. Now I want to see House Phone come out on top because I think he started his own podcast as well, or like stream or something. But it's always hard for like it is hard for some people to go from like it's called being an intrapreneur, where you're doing well within a certain system, but then like to go off on your own is kind of hard. I'm glad that I started off on my own, so now I don't really have to like join anything else to prop me up. But now that's why I joined a company to be a consultant, because now it's like so easy. It's just like being an employee, like I know how to finesse the system and not necessarily like have to work too much. I just get my job done and then I can work on my own business. Was I supposed to be with No Jumper for a while? I was supposed to be on a podcast, but I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't Adam's fault though. It was like Flacco was running it, and I just personally didn't like the topics and like how he was running it with whatever. And then also I was going out to LA, and also the podcast just wasn't doing well. So I can't even like blame anybody else. It just wasn't doing well because I don't think the No Jumper podcast, they've strayed so far away from hip hop or like music in general and the underground scene that's what they wanted to bring back. But I don't think that's going to work anymore because they got 4 million subscribers or whatever. And like they've gotten that from doing porn and other drama stuff. Like people don't care about the underground hip hop there anymore. What did Flacco smell like? I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I went, I flew in and flew out the same day. So I probably smelled. So I wasn't even getting anywhere close to anybody. But yeah, AD finessed it like it was a record deal. Got in, got the clout, went independent, bruh.